Hello and happy 2024. Before we start the episode, we just want to remind you guys to leave a rating and a review wherever you listen, especially if you've been a long-time listener. It really helps the show out and we really appreciate it. It's super simple. If you're not driving right now, go over to whatever app you're listening on, leave a rating and a review. On Spotify, it's just the 5-star rating system, and on Apple Podcasts, it is a star rating system as well as you can write a review. Both would mean so much to us. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Welcome back to Real Talk About Feminism podcast. We are talking about sexual archetypes today. This is going to be a really fun episode because you get to learn your own archetype, and we're going to learn all about what it means, what they actually are. So yeah, buckle up. We don't have many updates for you guys. We kind of covered it in last week's episode, so we're just going to jump right into our obsessions for this week.
Yes.
Mine is my night routine that I have developed and stuck to the past few weeks, like even before the new year. And it's simple. I don't stress about it. And it makes me feel ready for bed, relaxed, and ready for the next day.
So what is it?
So
I was like, what's the routine?
So usually it starts with me like going to the gym right after work. And then I will eat dinner, go downstairs, shower, do my skincare. We talked about gua shawing. I've been implementing that.
Love.
So do my skincare routine. And then after that, I just tidy up my room and I lay out my clothes for the next day, get all my stuff together, especially if I'm going into the office. And then I will usually read with my LEDs on. It's such a vibe.
And your Kindle.
And my Kindle. And then I'll put on a show and drift off. Yeah.
I love that. That's nice. It's nice to have a nighttime routine.
It is nice. Sometimes I'll journal if I feel like it, but I don't pressure myself.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good obsession, especially going into the new year.
Yes.
Actually, no, we're in the new year.
We're in it.
I love that. Okay, my obsession has to do with work, and I'm a work from home girly, and I have just gotten in a really bad routine of like not turning my camera on, not getting ready in the morning. And so my obsession is for the last like 2 or 3 months, I've been really making an effort to get ready in the morning, or like at least just like get dressed and like do the basics. But then also turning my camera on.
I like that.
So that's like my true obsession, turning my camera on, because it just has helped me like connect with people more at work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my obsession.
It is hard. We all have that one person that will never turn their camera on.
Yeah.
And
which like,
I totally get it, because
yeah.
there's some days I'm like, I'm not turning my camera on. I don't need to. But then other times I'm like, you know what? I feel like I am more engaged sometimes when my camera's on.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been trying to turn my camera on like at least like I turn it on in my team meetings. And then I'll kind of feel it out, you know, like for the rest of the day. But that's been my obsession, just like feeling more connection at work.
I love that.
Thanks.
That's important when you work from home.
Yeah.
We're going to get into this week's feminist highlight. Her name is Berta Cáceres Flores. She was a Lenca activist who spent her life advocating for indigenous rights and environmental protection in Honduras. Taking inspiration from her social activist mother, Cáceres co-founded the National Council of Popular and Indigenous Organizations of Honduras, abbreviated as COPINH. She co-founded this in 1993 to fight for Lenca territorial rights. This was in response to the Honduran government privatizing indigenous lands for environmentally destructive projects that would displace indigenous communities. She spent many years campaigning, organizing, and peacefully protesting against the Agua Zarca Dam project, which would have violated indigenous rights and cut off water, food, and medicine supplies for hundreds of Lenca people. After facing many years of violence and death threats from the Honduran armed forces, Cáceres and the Lenca community successfully halted construction on the Agua Zarca Dam.
Yay!
I love highlighting women who are involved in environmentalism because it's so important, and I feel like their voices get snuffed out a lot.
Yeah.
because a lot of people with environmentalism tend to look the other way. So do I. Like, there's a lot of problems and we can't fix all of them, but it's really important. And I love that she really cared for her home country and
I love that.
her home people.
I love that. Thank you. Great feminist highlight.
Yes.
Second one of 2024. Oh, wait, no. First one of 2024.
First one of 2024.
Exciting.
Yes.
We're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsor, BetterHelp.
It's 2023 and it's time to really prioritize our mental health this year. No matter where you are in life, everyone can benefit from therapy. Whether you need to work through trauma or just need a safe person to talk to, BetterHelp is here for you.
BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy service. Get matched with a professional licensed therapist in your state who you can trust.
BetterHelp has options to communicate with your therapist via chat, email, or video, and you can message them at any time to get help.
BetterHelp is giving our listeners 10% off if you sign up using the link in our show notes.
If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, relationships, trauma, grief, or just need someone to talk to, try BetterHelp today by clicking the link in our show notes or go to betterhelp.com/RTAFpod to get 10% off today. Well, this week's main topic is all about sexual archetypes. And I discovered this concept through another creator. Her name is Alyssa Harper. I follow her on Instagram. She shared this app that she uses, and it's called Alice, ALIS. And I was very interested, so I downloaded the app and I took the sexual archetype quiz, and then I started learning more about it. So I'm going to share all of that with you guys today.
Yay.
And the link to the app will be in the show notes as well.
Yeah, so go take the quiz because it's actually very interesting and it doesn't take that long.
It really doesn't. All of the archetypes and like all of the content within this app is reviewed by the American Association of Sexuality Educators. There are 16 total profiles/archetypes, and there are also 5 dimensions for each person. So you'll take the quiz, it'll give you which archetype you are, and then it'll give you 5 dimensions.
Okay.
And we'll address that at the end. So we'll talk about the profiles and the archetypes, and then we'll share ours and our dimensions.
Yay. It's like astrology.
Yes. I know. I love anything with a profile.
Yeah, anything with a profile, a quiz,
Yes.
a personality type.
Tell me everything.
Yeah.
So when you take the quiz, it will give you a series of questions. The way they frame them are kind of fun, I thought, and more like younger generation oriented.
Yeah, and also one thing I will say is that you can still take it even if you're not sexually active or like you've not had sex with someone, because it did say in there like if you've never had intercourse, what would you answer?
Yeah, they were super inclusive.
Yeah.
The quiz is not meant to be like a way you define yourself, like your sex life or how you are in the bedroom. I thought that it was a fun way to, I guess, kind of see like where I stand with different aspects of sex
and like
my personal sexuality. Yes. So it's just a fun quiz to do. It's not as in depth as like relationship attachment styles, for example. That episode we did, that was very in depth.
Yeah.
So as we are sharing these, all of the descriptions are taken from the app. So when we're sharing them, trying to think about which one you think you would be before you take the quiz.
Yeah.
Number 1, the explorer. They're described as fiery, passionate, headstrong, and draws the attention of others who watch with awe and admiration.
Ooh. The next one is the artist. Always on the go and hard to catch, fashionable, endearing, and addictive.
The giver is kind-hearted, sensual, a caretaker, and handles most situations with ease and is desired by many.
Okay. Next is the free spirit, the life of the party, difficult to tie down, sexually adventurous, and gets bored easily.
The shapeshifter is an enigma to others, relationship-oriented, sometimes wild, but sometimes tame, has a fun and distinct personality.
The lioness is a lover of routine, relationship-oriented, grounded and loyal, organized, and easily happy.
The seductress, a hot, self-aware being who has big dreams and isn't afraid to reach them. Big, intense, sexy energy.
Oh.
I think anyone who is the seductress also corresponds with the feminine archetype of the huntress.
Yes.
Is it the huntress?
I think it's the huntress.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that is very in tune with her sexuality.
Yeah.
Like oozing sex.
Love. Next is the trendsetter. One step ahead of the rest. Effortlessly cool person with an energy that keeps people guessing, and they like to keep it that way.
The muse is deeply intuitive, wise, intriguing, communicative, creative, and is described like springtime in human form.
I want to be a muse.
I know.
The electric is thoughtful, kind, creative, highly motivated to grow sexually, stubborn, sensitive, and a lover of all things personal development.
The dreamer is not afraid to savor life's pleasures, relishes each moment, is a big dreamer, and kinky as hell.
Ooh, I love. The witch is smart and intuitive, full of ideas, a sexy sorceress who's magnetic, driven, and full of intense, sexy energy.
The goddess makes a quiet entrance but a loud impact, has a sultry, mysterious presence, is enchanting and deeply connected to themselves.
The romantic is a lover of love, creature of habit, a rational dreamer, kind, thoughtful, and supportive.
There's a couple more. The sage is smart, rational, and radically independent, is destined to be somebody purposeful and straightforward in sex and life.
And last is the siren, undeniably confident and captivating, exudes an erotic energy that's hard for others to resist, loves the finer things in life.
I love that.
They're all so unique and different.
I know. There were some that were kind of like the witch, the sorceress, and the siren, I thought were kind of similar in like big sexy energy.
Yeah.
But they all were unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that there's like 5 different elements to it or dimensions?
Yes. So you have your main archetype, and then there's 5 dimensions, and they are energy, curiosity, mindset, harmony, and perception. So with each of these 5 dimensions, it basically like puts you on a scale of how much you are in each one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for example, my 5 dimensions for the energy, it said I was outgoing. Curiosity, slightly adventurous. I was like, that makes sense.
Okay.
I like to dip my toe in the water,
Yeah.
suss it out. My mindset is deliberate. My harmony is cooperative, and my perception is slightly secure.
Okay.
I don't really know what the perception meant.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what does that mean exactly?
I'm like, I thought I was an anxious attachment. Like,
it's not a relationship though.
Yeah. Okay. That is interesting. The funny thing is, we are the exact same.
Our archetypes are the exact same.
Yeah. So everything that Ken's just listed is all mine.
Literally. Like,
to
our archetypes, we are both the giver.
Mm-hmm.
And our dimensions, like she sent me her screenshots and I was like, you're absolutely joking because those are exactly mine.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because I think the sexual archetype is very much based on how you operate on a daily basis, how you see the world, how you approach sex. Like, it's all encompassing.
Mm-hmm.
And we are different in a lot of ways. And so I was so surprised.
I know. I was surprised by that too. I was like, literally everything?
Everything matches up.
But
okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I guess we're friends. No, but that is funny. Because yeah, I would have thought we would be different on certain things for sure.
Yeah.
But it is very interesting.
So the giver, as a reminder, was kind-hearted, sensual, a caretaker, handles most situations with ease, and is desired by many.
Oh.
Like, boost my ego.
Yeah. I'm desired by many. What? Overall, I think it is very interesting because there are similarities with like some of the archetypes. There's a lot of differences. And like you said, it's not like, oh, this is who you are. And like to a T, everything like defines you. But I do think it is interesting and insightful because some of these things I was like, oh, I didn't think I was like so outgoing, but I guess I am.
I know.
Because I'm like, I just kind of thought I was a pillow princess sometimes. But But yeah, no, I think it's interesting. And after I did the quiz on the app, I was just kind of looking, and they actually have a lot of resources on the app.
Yeah. That's the other thing I liked about it too, is I mentioned it was super inclusive. All of the resources they have are crazy. They have all sorts of stuff, and it covers like so many different aspects of sex that you can go on every day and truly like find something new.
Yeah.
It literally sounds like Alice sponsored us.
No.
We're like hyping this up so much.
Literally.
I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was so fun. I also loved how once you take the quiz, you go back to the app every day and it will give you different essences of your archetype.
I love
So like
that.
some of them were like your self-image or like your strengths, your ideal partner, like that kind of stuff. And so it's just another little quiz to learn more about yourself.
Connect with yourself more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, like you don't have to have had sex or like be in a relationship or anything like that. But like they have little videos on here, like some of the resources, and they have a video of the day. The one today is all about tips for first dates. And I just think that's cute.
That's cute.
It's like your older sister almost, you know, like just like women connecting. And you don't have to be a woman to take this.
No.
But I think it's really geared towards women. But yeah, they have like guided exercises. They have different things about kinks and fantasies. Like, for example, this one here says squirting. And like
every aspect.
Yep. And so that's cool. They have like very inclusive stuff, LGBTQIA+. Overall, really just like a really great app. And there's a lot of resources on there. So go take the quiz and then look at all the resources, look at the videos, the advice, the tips, all that, because it was fun.
Yeah. I love that. I've been thinking a lot about how I love in our sex ed from your older sisters episode, basically, we were focusing a lot on how we as a society can make sex more inclusive and like the language and stuff. That was just reminding me, like, I just want everyone this year to really like own your sexuality, you know, like be who you are, explore different things if you want. I just think it's important. Yeah. Because it's a big part of us.
Yeah. It is. And I think the other thing too that came to mind when you said that is like explore what you want. If you don't want to explore anything, doesn't mean you're boring, doesn't mean anything. Like just do what feels right for you and have fun and own your sexuality. It's easier said than done sometimes, but that's our motto going into 2024. We're owning our sexuality. Yes. Well, thank you for sharing. I think that was super interesting. And I will do a little like poll on the stories so we can see what everyone's archetypes are.
Yes, we will link the app. Like you can, because you have to download the app. It's not a website. So we'll link the app. We'll give all the information for that on stories. So be sure that you're following us and then let us know what you are. I'm so interested.
Same. It'll be fun.
We will be back with you guys next week. Follow us on our socials. We have a weekly email newsletter that we send out. So subscribe to that. All the links are in the show notes. And if you're interested, join the club.
And we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.